Starting to stream. So we're streaming
Yeah.
on a downgrade coming out of Flagstaff, Arizona, headed downhill toward Phoenix. We're on an 18-mile downgrade, pretty steep stuff, 6%, which is fairly steep.
David Hansel's here. Welcome to the stream. Lester the Saber says chat but no video. Well, I hadn't had the video started yet.
Oh, so we have video yet?
Um, I would say, yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he says now video. Thank you very much. Well, I guess I can do this.
It says ice. I don't think so.
Probably no ice.
77 degrees. It was raining, so it's stopped right now. But
Josh Oman's here. Welcome in, guys. I completely different setup than last stream, so we're trying to uh make it good. Uh, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes over. But yeah, there's our view. Oh,
yeah, there's some bumps. Sorry about that.
there's the view out the front of the car. Coming down out of the mountains, I suppose.
Yeah, we come down 1,000 feet so far from yeah, see, elevation 6,000.
I can see chat a lot better right now than last time. Uh, I haven't worked all this out just yet, though. Oh, this would.
God, speed builds so quickly.
Yeah, we'll get it together here pretty quick. Oh man, that's a heck of a load.
Yep.
Olive's here. Welcome in.
Who? I can't hear you very well, Ken.
Olive is here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my microphone. We got microphones. Hopefully that helps with some of the sound. And I've got a different camera set up here so that I can see chat better and the whole whatnot. I don't know what the resolution is going to be like. What is the quality of the stream for you guys? David Hansel says the guy in Yuma, Arizona must be paying good for you guys to be making the trip back there again. Well, a lot better than YouTube pays. I can tell you that for free. Josh Owen says, just let the speed build up, you'll get there faster.
Yeah, I let it. I'm going to 80, and I don't really want to be going this fast.
Oh, you're
I don't even have my foot on the gas. Okay, we're going to slow down a bit because we're leveled out here.
going
Down to 70. And it's going to resume.
RC Industry
Wow,
says it looks pretty good to me.
that's good.
Glad you made it in there. How's it going? I'm going downhill. It's decent. Okay. Yeah, but I didn't know if we'd have 5G, so I turned it down. Oof. See how it goes for a minute. Luis is here. Says today's the 25th anniversary of All Grown Up, pilot episode from Rugrats. Okay. Hey. Yeah, man, we covered so much ground today. We are in Arizona, south of Flagstaff. We started, where did we start this morning?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. and then we went past, I don't know, we went past Winslow, and then, I don't know, it's a lot of nothing. Although there's some cool rock formations, I suppose. Mountainous regions and what have you. The road is bouncy even when you're not. Oh, David Hansel says, Buff's looking forward to more of those salads. I bet he is. He likes it when I cook for him.
And we went to a place last night. The woman in the hotel, Kim asked her, where's a good place to eat? She recommended a place called Frontier. She goes, it's a ways up that way, but I don't remember what she said. So we just put it in the GPS on the phone and went up there. It's a really good place. She says it looks like a barn. It did look like a barn. Went in there and they had really good food. And it's a place where you go up and order at a counter and then you go sit down. Or you take it out.
It was the off-campus, on-campus
Yeah, it's right
kind of
on the
place.
on a college campus, right on the edge of it. And we're through 5,000 feet right there.
What? It's 5,000 feet, and we're getting
And the GPS said 5,005, so pretty close.
getting a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we're getting a little rain.
Rick from RC Industry says, doing good. Been working out in the garage in the heat, making video. I did see that you've been getting some work done on your Smoke Show C10. If you guys are not familiar with RC Industries program, you should be checking him out because he always brings something fun. He has his own special sort of brand of tongue-in-cheek humor. He's a lot of fun. He stopped down one year and hung out with us for a little while. That video is pretty far back, but
Brand used.
yeah, just making it just like brand used bait. You know why Rick's here is because we're not starting so late. He's an early riser kind of guy.
Yeah, he's more normal kind of hours, and we're like late at night kind of hours.
He kind of
2 miles to a runaway truck ram. Man,
yeah,
truck's got 2 more miles to pick up speed. That's not good.
break it, run away. If I can
What are you doing here? Selfie sticking it? I don't know what
try
you're
a
doing.
selfie stick.
Well, you know who we passed about half an hour ago was that Lincoln pulling the
We did. We passed that Lincoln a
Lincoln
half
again.
an hour ago.
Lincoln
He
pulling
must have
that big
drove
old trailer.
all night.
Because we slept all night, and then we passed him again. I bet he pulled into a rest area somewhere and slept for a couple hours, but
Something.
he wasn't going real fast, so yeah, he was probably
Lester Saber
there.
asks, is it all downhill to Yuma?
No, it's downhill to Phoenix, uh, or almost to Phoenix. It's a 6,000 foot drop into Phoenix, and then yeah, it's a little bit downhill to Yuma, not much.
But this guy's not just slowing down his camper, he's also slowing down his Jeep.
I want to get around here. Okay, you're gonna see this truck ramp here. This is a runaway truck ramp. See
Has
that
anybody
thing?
ever seen a runaway truck ramp? We have those.
Except it's got that soft stuff in there, so the wheels sink in it.
It's got a ramp on the end and just launch. It off the mount, activates the camera for the stunt camera, and it just launches them off.
Well, that's some real soft gravel, and what happens is that wheels just bury in it.
Yeah,
Causes a lot of
I was
protection.
being,
Well, I don't know if you ever seen one of
I
those
was
things.
being. They have them in Pittsburgh. See it. Look,
Oh,
the other lanes going up the mountain or up way over there.
4,000 feet. Yeah, we just went through 5, and now we're going to 4. Uh-oh, something dropped.
That's my microphone.
That's your microphone.
with my seat. I won't have to do that repeatedly. Ah, I'm so sorry. It's difficult to get everything.
This is the exit to Sedona. Anybody knows where Sedona is? Sedona is a beautiful place.
Okay, I'm back to like a professional here. Look how professional we are.
Good. Bumps.
So, is this better or worse? This road looks much better than 40. No, it's different, but it's about the same. I don't know. Is the stream better or worse than it was yesterday for you guys? It's different.
Rest area 1 mile. Huh. I don't want to stop. I want to get down off this mountain.
Yeah,
My ears are not popping.
mine are.
I wish mine would. I usually have trouble with them coming down. Going up, I never have trouble. Coming down, I always have trouble.
David asks, how long are we going to be in Yuma?
I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. Depends on how things go. I have work to do, and depends on how it goes.
Perhaps as long as the bills keep getting paid by being in Yuma. It's hard to say. Well, they're looking at you. Say something good about the trip. How do you like it?
How do I like it? I
Yeah,
like that we only have 273 miles to go.
they might not have. Oh, that's right. We only have 273 miles to go, which is way better than
1850 that we started with.
man. This is. Phew.
Going downhill again.
Uh,
We have connection all three through here.
so far, I have not lost anything. Let's see. Buddy Carpano says he likes this better because it's the full screen than the.
It's a completely different setup.
Yeah, this is a lot easier for me to read the chat because I've got my computer right here to read off the big screen. But instead of looking at the camera, I'm staring at the screen, so that's kind of not good. Uh, Olive says there's a couple such truck ramps in Massachusetts, at least one on the Pike. Streams affected by all the rocks, I think. Well, I turned the resolution way down so that if we got into an area where we only had 4G, it might not drop the signal.
What's your resolution at?
1600 kbits per second.
I don't know what that equates to, but okay. Yeah, it won't look like looking through a shower door, but it'll be.
Oh, actually, it says 72 kbits. Oh, David says the video is much better than yesterday. Well, all right. You know, when you pipe it through the computer, it might have more horsepower to do video compression. That might be useful. I didn't expect it. Colors of picture looks better. Well, all right. We're using the webcam. This is the camera that we use when we stream.
Oh, you're pointing toward us. I don't even know I'm on camera. I think you're looking out the window.
I told you, but you were
No,
driving.
I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing over there. I don't know. She's got like all this stuff over there. I didn't know which way it was pointing until I looked over there at it. So more looking where I'm going. You know?
Reconnection successful, so we might have gotten back on.
A lot of turning and downhill. You got to pay attention.
Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. South 17.
Well, just a couple of minutes ago, we were at 7,000 feet. We're at 3,400 now. So
It ain't easy being cheesy.
wintertime I've been up there 7,000 feet, Flagstaff, and blowing snow and miserable cold, putting gas in the car, and come down this thing into Phoenix. By the time I get into Phoenix, I'm running air conditioning because it's so warm. Wow, it's only like an hour.
And we're back a little bit.
What happened? It quit?
Yeah, this signal is atrocious.
Yeah, well, I figured it would be coming through here.
Yeah, we're trying though.
We're in Verde Valley. If you want to follow where that is. Verde Valley, a friend of mine was a firefighter here and then a paramedic for many years and went to work for the railroad, Tucson. Then he got killed in a stupid car accident.
TB Long says 3,400 is still higher than all of Tennessee.
Oh, it probably is.
We got connection back. So, see a little bit. TB Long, we're in Arizona. We're heading from Flagstaff to Phoenix.
So if you don't know where we are, we're going by the Montezuma Castle uh, National Monument. We're in that area. Camp Verde, city limits.
So, the chat should, hopefully it won't disconnect and shut down the stream, but the chat should continue.
It did
Even if
shut down
we
the
get,
stream.
no, even if we get interruptions, the chat should continue. So, I mean, that may be the way it goes for a while, guys. Hopefully you can have some enjoyment in when it does come through good. Yeah, it looks like a well. Just imagine that you're with your aunt and uncle, and you're watching their slideshow of their vacation. It's a lot like that. Tippy Long says he lived in New Mexico in the 80s. What part of New Mexico? It amazes me how desolate some of these places are. There's a lot of trees growing right there.
Jerome and Clarksdale exit. Clarksdale's kind of interesting place because uh, remember the Monkees, the last train to Clarksville? Originally, that song was written because of this town here, Clarksdale, and it was last train to Clarksdale, but they decided to change it because it didn't sound good. So they made it Clarksville. It sounded better. So now everybody thinks it's about Clarksville, Tennessee, which it has sort of become, but it was originally Clarksdale here. Strange piece of history.
Uh, Dawn says that the audio is working good even when the picture freezes. So that's good. We can kind of hold a conversation and you get a little bit of a picture of hopefully when it does show you a slide, it's clear enough you can see a little bit. Olive says it's cool. This geography is probably bound to do stuff like yeah. Well, the thing is everything's so far apart that we're bouncing from one tower to the next, and the phone doesn't care. Hippie Long says he was in Albuquerque. He met his
Oh,
wife at Los Alamos.
that's it. We were in Albuquerque last night.
Oh, are we going up the side of the mountain? Yeah, we are. We're gonna go. Hippie Long says he did hang gliders there.
Said what?
He did hang gliders there.
Oh, geez. I've never done that. All the flying I've done, I've never done hang gliders. I know people that have.
Olive says she's never been that far west. Well, I mean, it's something to behold. The wide open spaces are truly phenomenal. Although, I mean, if you've ever gone, you don't have to come this far west to see the really, really wide open spaces, but um, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get west of Dallas and it's pretty wide open spaces.
Well, the Great Plains, there's some pretty wide open moments, you know. We says it's beautiful. Yeah, and it's impressive. And then immediately we're back in the mountains.
Yep, back in the mountains. And there's a climb here for a while, but then it goes downhill after that.
Tippy Long Six, next time you're in Albuquerque, take the tram to the top of the mountain. You can see 120 miles. Oh man, that would have been amazing.
Instead, we went to a place called Frontier. Had good food.
Yeah, Frontier was pretty neat. I asked the lady at the front desk of the hotel, I said, where should we eat? There was an Applebee's. I'm like, I don't want to eat at Applebee's. And he was like, let's go to Applebee's. I just want to get some food. Because we got tangled up in some issues and we were on the road longer than we really wanted to be. And so we got a mile and a half up the street and then turn. And then there's a place that looks like a barn called Frontier. That they'll have good food there. And she was right. She's young. She probably was going to college or she had friends at
It was
college.
all young people in there.
She
A
knew.
couple of older people that were probably 10 years younger than me or 12 years younger than me. I was the oldest guy in there, I'm sure. And it was mostly college age kids. And it was right adjacent to a college campus. So it was pretty good. It was really good.
David, we made the 200 miles. We passed it yesterday. What's the mileage on there now, or can't you see?
Oh, the 200,000? Yeah, I got to pay attention where I'm going, and
Okay.
I'm going to have to push some buttons to get it.
No, don't worry about it. But yeah, we
I will,
passed
yes.
over the 200,000s. And it is happy go lucky. In the mountains, it's a little bit down on power because of the elevation. But it's been good to us. And what did we get the last fuel stop? 33 miles to the gallon?
33 miles a gallon. Yeah, because
Because we were coming
a
downhill
lot
all
of
the way.
downhill.
And there was some rain, so it was cooler. Yeah, go figure. We're driving through New Mexico and it was raining. When do you see that?
God, we're going up again. I'm tired of going up. I want to go down. Oh,
Twinbrook
God,
Acres
these
is here.
kids.
Welcome in. Sorry for the quality issues, Twinbrook, but we're trying. We're trying to keep it going here. Hopefully the sound's coming through and you get to see some of what's happening. I figured what we would do is I would get this set up, see if it would work at all. I don't know if we're going to be able to do our regular time slot tonight. I didn't know where we'd be. I didn't know if we'd have the energy to do it, so we're just trying to still enjoy our some of our regular routine. And people want to know like where are you at? How's the trip going? That kind of thing. So, and there's a lot of people who've never been this far west. They don't know what it looks like. They only know what they've seen. David Hansel says the video's not that bad. I mean, I'm seeing drop frames here, and sometimes our signal drops off completely. Other times it's okay. So I don't know, but
There we go, downhill again.
okay. If Long likes a club sandwich, it's hard to mess him up. Yeah. Olive says places like Applebee's tend to be a safe choice, but more local color is nice.
Oh, this is definitely a
I'm
local place that we went to,
super local.
and it was really good.
College town stuff from like when it reminds me of when I was a kid.
Yeah, if I was in college, I'd probably be in there at least a couple of times a week,
Mhm.
especially with it right there.
Well, that's why it's right there.
Yeah.
A place like that would never be able to be anywhere else. Um. Oh, Louis's friend Cody has The Emperor's New Groove on VHS. Fantastic. Twinbrook Acres says I've never been to New Mexico, so this is great. Well, we're in Arizona now. We did the New Mexico yesterday. Did we stream some? Check out the wrap on that video.
Yeah, that's a wrap, all right. I don't
It's a
even know what
lot.
that thing is.
It's a lot greener here than it was yesterday.
Up at Flagstaff is just all pine trees, it's beautiful, but we're
I
headed
know,
down
but
out of
well,
there now.
we didn't get started on the stream. That Flagstaff was really neat. Um, David Hansel asks, "Is your ear all healed up?"
No,
It's
it's
it's doing much better, but he feels it.
sometimes it has like sharp pain,
Yeah,
and then it doesn't. So I guess there's probably they cut through some nerves. Well, I know that cancerous thing. I know it had nerves in it because you touch it, it hurt. So when they cut that off, I know they were cutting nerves, and then they went in and cut some more out. But they say they got all the cancer, so now it's just healing. But I don't know.
Hippie Long says Buff's got a bionic ear implant.
Oh, another wrap, same kind of car, different wrap.
It's got a heal. Oh, really? It's a team of them, huh? Uh,
Oh, here comes
no,
something.
they don't do the implant until it's healed a little more. Um, Crash Roadrunner Garage is here. Welcome in. He says, "Here we go again." Yep, again some more. We're about 80 miles from Phoenix, headed north.
No, we're headed south.
South. Yeah, headed south from Phoenix. No, headed south.
From Flagstaff,
Words are difficult right now.
going from Flagstaff to Phoenix
Thank you.
on I-17.
Buffalo Campo has the words.
Yeah, because I know where we are. I'm driving.
Stray Bullet is here. Welcome in, Stray Bullet. Yes, we can see you. I'm sorry. I'm getting jostled around by the road, and I'm trying to aim the camera and you know, keep everything.
But you're like holding that camera up manually. I don't know. I guess what we need is some kind of a mount in the car. We just have never made
Well,
something like that.
sometimes, the scenery moves. Sometimes the
Yeah, and then
scenery's to the side, so I don't want to mount the camera because
oh,
then when there's something good over here or over there, I want to be able to look at it.
yeah, I guess.
And
Okay.
sometimes if you start telling a story, I want to be able to aim it at you.
200,000 hours ago, we're in Winslow. There's a song about that.
Standing on the
We can't sing that because then you get a copyright strike.
Such a fine sight.
We can't sing that because then you get a copyright strike.
Such a fine sight. Go back Lord in a flatbed boat.
You're gonna sing it anyway.
Take and be.
Kim,
Yeah.
you trying to get a copyright strike?
It doesn't hurt us. It's just they take all our money. Olive says maybe some kind of fishing rod mount from a boat. You put
Oh yeah,
stuff
fishing
soak
rod. Yeah,
in.
that'll work.
Need free hands. Well, yeah. The problem is with any kind of thing that's on a stick. When you hit a bump, it amplifies the bump. I don't know. I don't know. We're trying. Not true if you sing it live, says Hippie Ron.
Oh, well, what happened when we did the, oh, I don't know, with that other thing that we did at No Name Nationals last year? I mean, we didn't get a strike, but we got caught within seconds. Was when Tanner and
Oh, right, right.
Tanner and what's his name? Dead Doctor. Dead
Maybe they did too good.
man. I mean, they were just playing guitars, singing it. Man, we got it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna shoot guys out the side. That's a more southwestern kind of ugh, fair. Belong says I have many friends that do live cover shows. Yeah, right. I'm gonna aim at you for a minute.
We're gonna have a left lane closure. It's all gonna bunch up on us. What you doing, Kim?
Mexican Spec is here.
Good evening or good afternoon or something. What time is it anyway? I don't know. The lights are kind of dim. It's
David
kind of
says
bright
not
outside.
many cars on the road. Nice. Yeah, well, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, it's not too bad. We haven't had any problems. And
Well, it's gonna pick up as we get closer to Phoenix.
yeah,
It's already started to pick up. Of course, one lane closures makes it worse. Oh, and then something else going on. More stuff.
Mexican Spec says we are itching to do anything road trip. Who? Me and him, or you, Mexican Spec? Because uh, we're on the road. We're not trying to do a road trip. It just happens to be with. Oh gosh, I'm trying to get comfortable and I'm shaking the camera all over the nation. There we go. Stray Bullet says Buff caught back up to that camera, that trailer on the downhill. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't
yeah.
see the action.
I don't know what happened there. He was going like crazy and he slowed way down. I don't know.
Mexican Spec says we turn away only when we pull into a cartel checkpoint. We haven't had any checkpoints yet. Well, there's a couple checkpoints.
Yeah, you get border patrol when you get down closer to the
They're a
border.
little bit like cartel. Oh, Mexican Spec really is. He says he's itching to do another road trip. Oh, well, I'm glad. Because I gotta say, we weren't really itching to do another.
Whoa, jeez.
We weren't really itching to do another road trip. David Hansel says, Kim, your arm is going to get tired. It is. It's already getting tired. This is a bad deal. But you guys, it's hard work, but you guys are worth it. I'm trying to move around
Traffic is picking up. I'm looking up behind me. It's just like all I see is just solid
more.
cars back there. Going fast. They're running up my tail end. Want them to go around me.
But you can see the cool scenery in the distance. Well, Dom says, yo, it's Buff and Kim live. It is. We're live. We are on the road. I have this feeling I'm going to repeat myself.
Some
Maybe
kind of flashing lights up ahead. Which side of the road are they
I don't know,
on?
but everybody's moving left, so I'll bet you.
Yep, it's on the right.
We're 70 miles north of Phoenix, Arizona, on Route 17. from Flagstaff. Oh, Mexican Spec says we were heading out the door to walk to the pharmacy, and huge raindrops started falling. So we're waiting.
We had that earlier, about a half an hour ago. Huge raindrops.
Yes, we did.
Not a lot of rain, just huge drops.
Raindrops. In the desert looking for dessert. See what you did there, Mexican Spec. Elon says, watch out for jackalopes. Watch it. Let you know if I see any. This camera gets hot. Stray Bullet says, if you get pulled over by the Border Patrol, just,
Oh, that guy just about went off the road.
well,
That truck.
he's a little tired. Just say, hot dog, hamburger, baseball in a Spanish accent. Yeah, I'm sure that goes over really well, especially after they try and deport you and you start trying to explain to them how you thought it would be funny.
This guy is all over the road. All I want to do is get around him before he crashes into us. Yeah. Probably looking at his tablet or something. Who knows?
Dawn votes we pull over for ice cream. I mean, noted. But we're not planning on doing a lot of pulling over because we have to get all the way to Yuma. Right now, our anticipated time of arrival is
That's wrong because that's 2 time zones off.
it's
So
like
it's like 5:30. But we're gonna have to stop for fuel, so it's gonna.
our GPS says about 4 more hours of driving. Hippie Long suggests I just say K after each question. Yeah. All right. Enough with the get me in all kind of trouble. Um, Lesterville Sabre had a tornado just south of us earlier this afternoon, and lots of thunder and rain. Oh wow, that's a little more exciting than I'd care to have to experience today. Hopefully everyone's all right. Mexican Spec says, Kim, my son sent me a picture of himself at his internship in a hospital in his white coat and a stethoscope around his neck. We're gonna frame it. That does
So
sound frame worthy.
In Mexico, the doctors still wear white coats. They quit doing that here. Yeah, they wear those. They wear those scrubs.
Oh, that's right. It depends on what they're doing. Yeah, yeah, that's right, Hippie Long. It's old man bingo card. Uh, you're square for being old and judging other drivers. He gets stressed. You'll have.
Oh, me? Yeah, there's a few idiots out there.
Unfortunately, they're always right next to us.
Well, like we were coming down, it's really steep. Speed limit 75, we're going almost 80. Got my foot off the gas, and it's 3 lanes. And a guy passes us on the right, going probably 30 to 40 miles an hour faster than us, zips across all 3 lanes, passes other cars, zips across, just disappears down the road. It's like, what an idiot. Probably going 120 miles an hour downhill, steep hill. It's like, what's he think? Expect to peel him off the side of the road somewhere.
Oil Dom asks if the trip is for pleasure or business, maybe a car show or swap. I mean, we're going to have as much fun along the way as we can, but it is
No,
unfortunately for business.
yeah, I've got some work to do.
can't play all the time. Arts and crafts are not paying the bills. So this YouTube thing is hobby. Uh, you know, we have not made enough money off of YouTube to pay any of the bills. Um, and you guys have been generous to help us out with some things, but when he gets an offer to do some work that pays good, it's really
Pays for it,
hard to
Tony?
say no. Really hard to say no.
Okay, I gotta.
Get caught up on some expensive, and then we can have some fun with YouTube. And yeah, like when we want to go to No Name Nationals, that everything costs money. Costs money for the entry fee. It costs money for the hotel you stay at. It costs money for this
And I'm
fuel.
old. I'm old. I don't like to camp. I like to stay in a hotel. So we got to spend some money there.
It costs money for the food, and it costs money for for everything. And that's if everything goes right and nothing gets broken. You don't get stranded on the side of the road and have to get a tow truck or anything like that. It's just good to have a little bit of money in the bank because our regular income, it really does not allow us any savings. We don't have anything left at the end of the month.
Yeah, I'm Social Security. 4 hours after I get my Social Security, I'm waiting for the next Social Security check.
Timothy Long says Buff has aircraft to build in Arizona. Allegedly.
Well, I'm working on a software thing. Jeez,
Paperwork.
it's more agricultural this time.
So Mexican Spec says, when I go downhill, I let the pedal to coast and build up my gas mileage. Oh yeah, we did really good.
We got 33 on our last fill up because so much downhill. Right
Josh,
now, I don't have my foot in the gas. We're going 80. I
Josh,
don't want to put my foot on the brake.
Josh says the old saying about driving is everyone going more slow than you is an idiot, and everyone going faster is a maniac. Says good afternoon, one and all. Yes. Thank you for stopping in, Josh. We appreciate having you. Lester LeSabre says paid work makes sense. Yeah, and yeah, it gives us an opportunity to do some travel that we would never be able to afford. I wouldn't have made it out here on what I'm earning. Get to see some parts of the country. I wish we would have more time to travel, like in the sense of like touristy, like stop at some of these places. Like we went past the meteor crater and we thought, boy, that'd be neat to go by there, but we had to just keep on driving. And yesterday we went past Cadillac Ranch and it was like, yeah, but we actually have to just keep on going by. And but we get to see, I mean, we take what you can get. We're enjoying some fun. We are what is it, squeezing the rind of experience out of this. And then when we get to Arizona, you'll get to see some of your friends.
That's
Get
Arizona Highway Patrol right there.
3 days off a week. Oh yeah, there you
It's unmarked in.
on the markers right there.
State troopers, what they call them now.
Hippie Long says, I think the burnt orange paint adds 5 miles per hour in coolness, or 5 miles to the gallon in coolness. I don't know.
Well, most of the trip we were getting 26, 27, 28, like that. Then we got one day where we got, what, 23? And the next day we got 33. It's going uphill one day and going downhill the next day.
Hippie Long says, Kibby do understand most all of us work, right? I know, but he's 72 years
Well,
old.
I worked for 55 years, it's like, but retirement's tough unless you work for a place that supplies you with a good retirement. You got Social Security or maybe a little savings or something. It gets a little rough. What I have for retirement was I paid for my house, so no house payment. But there's still a lot of stuff. My biggest thing every month, I get my Social Security and I pay my insurance, and there's two car insurances, and there's health insurance, and then they tell you you get Medicare when you're 65. What you get when you're 65 is the privilege of paying for Medicare, so I got to pay for that, and then I've got to pay the homeowner's policy, you know, so half my money goes to insurance, which is kind of annoying, but I got to do it, and the other half goes for other things, food, water, electricity. Goes pretty quickly. It goes really quickly. I usually try to fill up the tank once a month on whichever car I'm driving.
Stray Bullet says Sedona is a nice place to visit. We went past Sedona already, right?
Sedona is one of those places that everybody loves it, and wealthy people can afford the property there because it's really expensive, and it's a beautiful place.
Um, Spoonbrook Acres says I'll be retiring in a couple of months for the third and hopefully final time. You know the problem with final retirement. I nobody's you know
Well, and this is
don't rush for your final retirement because
and this is kind of a retirement job because I go down there. It's something I know how to do, and it's
there's not a lot of labor involved.
it's yeah, it's software. Software and teach people how to use it. And it's I can do that. And it's sitting inside a warehouse, and
I hope Twin makes it.
poking at a keyboard mostly.
Hippie Long says working for oneself is hard. Yes. Hippie Long says Buff, you could use the VA. The VA is not always that great. It has its moments. It's a
Yep.
resource that we have considered, but it's not always what everybody wants to have to do.
I am not disabled from the military. Other than they'll give me a hearing aid. Thanks.
That's what we've heard. Yeah.
They'll give me a hearing aid for one side. Okay. I don't know. Do I really want that? Do I really care about it? I don't know. But
Will says, wait, what's retirement?
yeah.
Retirement is when you've been tired and then
Jeez.
you're tired again, so then you're retired. Get tired and maybe you get a little bit of rest, then you're tired again to be retired. Oh wow, that's like a coach. Check that out.
Something here. Flex lanes closed. I don't even know what flex lanes are, but they're closed.
Um, I don't know. Flex lanes. Anybody know what a flex lane is? Yeah. Plus, it gives us some relaxing travel time to get. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we get to do this, and
I mean, we
it's
made it.
somebody else paying for the gas and the not the hotels. Well, the hotels when we're there, but not the hotels on the way, but paying for the gas and plus a little, so that's good.
Tanner says I'm ready to retire myself. The
Oh,
only problem
Tanner's
is that I
here.
need money. You just bought a
Oh,
house,
Jesus.
Tanner. Oh,
Sorry.
it's not your fault.
Stupid truck just decided to come into the lane, so I jammed the brakes on. I don't know what he's doing. He's not paying attention to where
That
he's
was rough.
going.
That was really rough. Yikes,
I'm glad he did it before we were passing him.
man.
Are we still on?
Yeah, we're okay. That was some. That was really abrupt there, Mr. Del Campo.
Well, I didn't want that truck to drive into us. He was going to do that.
I don't know. I should still be working for another 10 years or more, but as soon as they learn how to reattach the spine in my between my head and my body, I'll be able to go back to work. I don't know. Don't worry, pretty soon Right now, they're designing those Neuralinks and those Android bodies. Once you have a Neuralink and an Android body, you can live forever, and then you never get to retire. I mean, have to retire. You can work for forever. Patrick's been in the hospital. I'm sorry. Waiting to hear how things are going.
Jeez,
That was
I
yeah.
can't believe what people do.
You guys say that he's being dramatic, but that was not. That was holy shit. That was crazy. You guys saw that. I have it.
Did they see that? Was it out the window?
I don't know. Somebody clipped them, but that was terrible. Check out that crazy overpass.
Yeah.
The road just like spills out of the mountain. Lester LeSabre says the flex lane can flow in either direction according to need.
Oh,
We must be getting close enough to Phoenix, but we're still a long way from Phoenix. Why would they have a flex lane way out here?
did you have the camera pointed out the window when that guy did that?
I did, yeah. Yeah, they saw it.
Well, they dropped the speed limit to 45, and everybody pretty much was going 45, except that guy. He decided he wanted to go 90, I guess.
90, yeah.
Just like zoom between everybody. Quarter inch to spare. What the heck?
Let's see. Tanner says, I'm inside after meeting up a fitting for my return line on the scam. The race scamp is almost ready to run again. Now I have to wait for fittings again. Yeah,
Look out ahead of us.
what is that?
City out ahead of us. I'll be just really happy to get off this mountain without some other crazy person.
My dad says they're shooting the gap when people do that to him. Well, they were, but they were also doing it really bad in a deadly sort of way. My ears are popping. People are driving like crazy. There's cactuses, guardrails, windy roads. It's sort of crazy. Oh, after messing up a fitting for my return line on the scam. Oh no, don't get it, don't get it. Little things. We
Yeah,
changed.
why?
We were on the live. I didn't think we saw you on the live on Thursday. We were working on this Jeep that we're in now. We're changing the fluid filter.
It was a live that went from Thursday all the way into Friday morning.
Yeah,
The sun came up.
yeah, it was an 8-hour stream changing it because one of the bolts broke off in the filter housing. And yeah, yeah, that was, and we knew we were leaving. Had to get it done. That was exhausting. I slept for 2 days. Okay.
Right lane closed ahead. Wonderful. Traffic's picking up. Now we're going to be down to one lane.
Try not to be too stressed.
Oh,
Get there.
it's just, yeah. There's plenty of warning.
Chat's stuck, but it says we're streaming. It's hard to tell what's happening. Mexican spec says, Kim, don't remind the truck he should be broken. No, no, we fixed it. We worked really hard. I got very patient and I was just working it back and forth, the 16th of a turn at a time. Back and spraying more lubricant on it.
And then put heat on.
Then put some heat back and back. Man, was that rough.
Finally got it out. And then ran bolt down through it with a bunch of PB blaster, a whole bunch of times. Then put some anti-seize on it, got it so new bolt was going in and out really nice, and then put it all back together.
Todd Sauce here. Welcome in, Todd.
Todd saw.
Hippie Long says Phoenix has the biggest intersection I ever saw.
Oh, it could.
This is very interesting. Walls.
A wall,
Walls.
not the wall, a wall.
Not wall. I Mexican Spec says there's so many cars on your highways that I don't recognize. Todd Saul says I'm at the washateria. Seems like old times.
Washateria.
I don't know what that is.
That's a laundromat? Or is it a place you wash cars? I don't know which. Because I've seen that name on both. My father used to call a laundromat a washateria.
That might be it, yeah. Straight
But the,
Bullet says some old lady sideswiped my truck in Sedona. Oh, man. People. You shouldn't be doing that. Slimo's here. Hi, everyone. Cold morning here. I got up at 3:30 a.m. to check out some UAP above the ocean.
somewhat.
UAP above the ocean.
UAVs.
Welcome in. Oh, my ears giving me grief. We're already down to 2,000 feet, 2,100 feet after being at 5,000 feet the last 2 days.
We're at 7,000 less than an hour.
Stray Bullet says she tried to blame me for it. Mexican Spec asks if I know how long we'll be in Arizona. There is not a specific time.
It's like get the job done. And then make it the no-name nationals. So,
They really like the work he is doing, and I suspect they would keep him indefinitely, but we don't want to stay that long.
definitely, yes.
So, tentatively a month, but probably longer if they can talk him into it.
But we
And
got
then-
no-name nationals coming up.
But that's like more than a month away. That's
But we got a car to get ready.
well.
There's a whole lot of stuff to pack into the same
See you
amount
later,
of time.
twin
You
brother.
can only use the time once. No.
Well, thing about no name nationals is your car already runs.
Yeah, we'll be
Worst case, we'll just take
packed into one car going to no-name nationals in my car. We could do
two
that.
hours from home. It's
We
not
could
hard
do
to
that.
do that.
But we got to get back there.
Yeah, definitely weeks, Mexican Spec, maybe months. Stray Bullet says you can see the intersection that she swiped me in the movie Midnight Run. That's interesting. It's trivia. It's trivial. Trivia.
Morse Gulch. That's what we just went through. Morse Gulch.
We went through a gulch.
We went through a gulch. Got a little bridge over it.
That sounds like something Goofy would say. Gulch. Hot Sauce says laundromat, the term came years later, stems from Westinghouse's laundromat machines.
Ah, yeah, my father basically grew up in New York City, and he always called them a washateria. I didn't know if that was a New York term or if that's old term or it's just him. I don't.
Todd Sauce says the laundromat term came years later. Oh, wait, no. Slimo says unexplained aerial phenomenon. UAP.
Oh,
Slimo, are you out there searching for UFOs? You know, if they wanted to be identified, they'd tell you. Tim Geisinger is here, asks, are we on the road? We are. We're in Arizona, headed to Yuma, headed back to Yuma, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. And we are, I don't know, getting closer to Phoenix. Closer enough that it's the traffic is picking up. Welcome in. Oh, my ears are going. The zonkers over the elevation change. Holding this camera is no fun. I think I'm gonna get really lazy here real soon. This camera, because I'm cacti, cactatus. Mexican Spec says once they touch down, they're going to have to register their vehicle and get a license plate. Yeah, that's right. They might not be able to register it though. It might be too new. Can't register out of system vehicles newer than.
I can't track it. 37 miles from Phoenix.
That's right. You can't track those UA. That's why they won't let you register. Mexican Spec says, Kim, you didn't get the windshield mount. I didn't because I don't want to mount it to the windshield. I want to be able to move it around so you guys can see the interesting stuff as it changes. But also, I'm not using the phone. I'm using a web camera so that I can look. I'll show you here. I'm using a web camera so that I can look at the text on my laptop computer because that's the way she goes. Because I think it's the right thing to do. Josh Hellman says tracking is unconstitutional. Uh,
Tracking
yeah,
is what?
unconstitutional.
Well, yeah, but you got to have somebody that has the money to take it all the way to the Supreme Court. And good luck.
Yeah, it's unwarranted search and seizure. They say, well, we just won't look. We're gonna track you, but we just won't look at the tracking until we get a warrant. I don't know, dude. It's a mess.
So we have a 2008 car we're traveling.
I'm not allowed to say what I think about it because then it'll be on record what I think about it. And they won't like what I have to say.
I always say is the leadership in the Soviet Union and in Germany, 1940ish, they couldn't have thought anything this evil.
Well, they could have thought of it, but they didn't have. That's probably when they made this up. This is Nazi stuff. Belong says not true. Ah, say it ain't so. I don't agree with none of it. It belongs says criminals wear tracking devices legally. Louise says just like Simon Portman, he has a 75 Ford F-150 he goes to his dunes. See, maybe I'll be able to vote. It's the wrong time of year for that, though. It's too hot. They do that stuff in the winter time. See, this is a much better view than out the front. Except there's a wall.
Yeah, they put a wall.
I don't want us looking at the view. I don't know. You're gonna have to look at Cam first.
Because there's a wall. Now you get to look at me.
You get to look at.
Wall's almost old.
Straight Bullet says George Orwell thought of it in 1949. And yeah, that guy knew it was happening. Either that or they just used his playbook. They're like, do what that guy said. You guys see that big bullseye? Check out that bullseye in the window.
See a big sign that says $8 Botox.
$8 Botox?
A giant sign there.
I'll
$8
pass.
$8 Botox.
I'll pass on the $8 Botox. Thank you very much. It's $8 per unit.
I'm sure there's some trick to that.
Well, no, it's $8 per unit of Botox. So maybe get 60 units of Botox or something like that at a time. Nobody gets 1 unit of Botox.
Yeah, I want the $8 treatment.
Yeah. I don't want nobody injecting $8 worth of anything into me. Very much. Has that windshield crack migrated yet? No,
No.
it isn't. It's been the same crack
Yeah, sometime before I got it.
for the last
It's
20,000
like,
miles.
we still haven't had this thing for 20,000 miles. I think it had 189 on it or something like that. Now it's got 200,000 and some hundreds. I mean, I haven't put a lot of miles on this thing. 11,000 in 4 years.
It belongs says put lipstick at the ends. What's lipstick do?
No, that little chip bothers a lot of people.
Well, if
It's
I'm not careful, it ends up right in the middle of
Yeah,
where I'm looking.
and it's an expensive fix, and it's not really. Yeah, it does bother the driver.
Like make do chip repairs. They don't. Uh, it's a terribly important issue recently.
Slowing down, just a big clog up ahead.
Can you put the cool
Can I
up?
what?
Can you adjust so that the cool is in the up position? Like,
What do you want me to do?
put the cold air on the windshield.
Oh, man, it get warm down here in a hurry.
Kippy Long asks about how the transmission feels since the fluid's been changed.
Better. It used to have a little shudder when you step on the gas, but not enough to make it do like a what I would call a synthetic downshift. But it quit doing that. So because the filter was so clogged up, it probably didn't have quite as much pressure as it should. And my guess is it fixed that, and it's been operating great.
No
Not
negative
that I'm not concerned about it, but you know,
Nothing negative and only positives.
yeah. But that little shutter's gone.
Yeah, seems to drive excellent.
Can you feel cool air up there? I don't know.
Not really.
Why did that happen? Oh, it went. It took it out of the. I don't know.
It does that so that you'll
Get outside air.
uh,
Yeah, it won't recirculate when it's up there.
what's that? Some kind of Factorian. Hope you guys can see. It's not the distance there.
303 is 1 mile. Ooh, I got to start working my way over, I think. What's going on, Kim? You were talking and you stopped, and I don't know what if there's a problem or what.
Oh, nothing, no problem. I'm
Okay.
just holding the camera. Let's chat. That stuff. Oh, no, how are we having a problem here?
There's always a whole bunch of cars coming in right when I want to swap lanes. Okay.
Drop. Why are we going to the snow or desert?
Going to loop 303, which goes around the west side of Phoenix.
Oh, well. So, oh, you know what? They're building the
Regular ramp instead of this stupid thing.
yeah, they're building a regular ramp.
That's what they should have done first.
Okay, have fun at the pharmacy, Mexican spec. Buddy Carpona says he's back. He had a power outage. Oh man, sir, why did the power go out? Or don't you know? Lots of construction happening here.
Trains over there. I don't know what's built something over there.
Josh Homan says Texas. That guy's a long way from home. Yeah. Someone should give him an award. Oh, so far from home. Who would ever do that? Buddy Carpano says, due to the thunderstorm. Well, yeah, thunderstorms will knock power out. That big water tanker say police with a U instead of an O? Hold on. What is that? That's the biggest data center I ever seen. TSMC.
What is it?
TSMC?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. Microprocessors. There it is. That's
Sure got a lot of cranes over there.
like crazy. It's art. It's all staged, ready for construction. And I can't even imagine the kind of budget that must be going into building some project like that. Billions of dollars. It's either a data center or maybe kind of like says I washed my car to inspire rain out here. Josh Hellman says TSMC is a Taiwanese chip manufacturer. Well, they're stateside now.
Looks like they're in Phoenix now.
Olive says I was just thinking of grilling up some sausage if it won't rain here. That's right. Light the grill. That'll get the rain going. Oh, oh, my ears popping. Oh, the relief is.
Mine are stuck. My ears will be stuck till tomorrow. They'll probably pop during the night when I'm sleeping.
I yawned, and boy, did that help.
There's the old river. Peoria. Anybody knows the Phoenix area or in the near Peoria, kind of out going by the west side of it. Is anybody talking to us or just got really quiet?
It did for a minute, but Stray Bullet says good. They need to start manufacturing their chips here. Well, it is strategic for us not to get all our silicone overseas because then if there's some type of interruption, like Strait of Hormuz or something like that, and then
I'll
suddenly
have
we
the
can't get stuff
Strait of Phoenix.
straight from Phoenix, that's right. And Stray Bullet says they need to start making pressurized cars or airplanes. Um, Buddy Carfono says the birds seem to poop on my car just after I wash it. It's a conspiracy theory, but it is not true. Birds never poop on your car.
They're helping. They
That's
fly over and go, I think we'll help
that's
wet that
chupacabra.
car down.
Chupacabra poop or jackalope poop.
You not follow trucks. The sign said that.
There's another massive construction project. That dump truck looks little, but it is the size of a house. It's too early in the project to see what they're building there. It takes up like a decade to ramp up production of a semiconductor company. So Stray Bullet says we have lots of silicone right here. Oh, I didn't know that. Thought most of that was happening overseas at this point in the world. Tippy Long says that town in front of you is 515 square miles big. Peoria? Sorry for the shakiness, guys. Holding my arms up for 2 hours at a time. It's like work. Trying to be steady, but it's bouncy. Tippy Long says my town here is 110 square miles. Okay. Well, you got me. 'Cause I did not know that.
Fresno. Is does that include Clovis or is Clovis separate? So my brother used to live in Clovis, but then sometimes he lived in Fresno, sometimes in Clovis, but I think mostly in Clovis. Seemed like the same place to me, but maybe it isn't.
Tippy
No,
Long,
obviously it isn't. It has a different name, but they all seem to run together.
Tippy Long says my hometown was 1 square mile. That's little. Not like Mayberry. Pardon me. Mayberry. They yawned. Reading through that. Boy, my ear let go now. Feels so much better.
I wish mine would. My right one is a little bit, but the left one will stay clogged for a long time. It's flying a lot. I think my left ear was permanently at about 10,000 feet. Just,
Tippy Long says Clovis and Fresno are butted up.
yep, that's the kind of way I thought. Yeah, they're like, I can't even tell the difference.
Straight Bullet says even Arizona is warning people about the Muslim truck drivers. What about being Muslim makes the truck drivers problematic? Understand exactly.
Different culture. Maybe they don't have licenses. I don't know.
Maybe they're using the term Muslim wrong. Maybe they're talking about people from Middle East who are truck drivers. Or is it something specifically to do with their religion? Stray Bullet says Buff has wax buildup in his ear. No, it's the cancer.
Oh no, that's different here. Different thing.
It's the other ear.
Yeah, I think
Okay, then it's just wax.
I'm gonna pull off here for fuel.
Okay. Happy
There's
gas
supposed to
card?
be fuel. I don't see any gas stations, but the sign said there's a gas station. So we're gonna give it a try.
This might be the last gas stop, huh?
It says there's a QT here. Okay, what do the signs say? QT to the left. To the left. Okay,
Everything to the left.
so we will go to the left and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, everything to the left. Nothing to the right. Except desert.
Some guy getting out of his truck.
Stuff's falling out.
Switch lanes. No, he's gonna get back in. Good. I don't see a QT right handy. I wonder how far away it is.
Stray Bullet says the problem is they don't speak English. Okay, so it doesn't really have anything to do with being Muslim. It's because they're non-English speaking.
When I worked at that logistics hub, a lot of truck drivers come in and out. Non-English speaking truck drivers seem to make a lot of mistakes.
Ah,
Crash into stuff.
I would think it was really difficult to navigate without knowing the language. That the roads are, yeah, problematic. Okay, Buddy Caravana says, "Do you have any good snacks for the trip? I get M&Ms." We have sort of been just kind of get stuff as we go. We have a few snacks, and then we get breakfast at the hotel, and we usually grab something. Like yesterday, we had some cookies, and then today we had blueberry muffin. Uh, but he's diabetic, so we can't get too much in the way of snack.
Yeah, but what happens is I'm sure went low yesterday.
Oh
I was
yeah.
feeling terrible.
Well, it was extra hours past dinner. It was
Yeah, I didn't eat all day
very
except
quick
for
trip.
some little, what did I eat in the morning? I don't know. Then in the evening, I went all day without eating. There's a whole story behind that.
I don't know. He has to eat regular meals. I really only need to eat once a day, maybe twice. But
Oh, geez, what are you doing? Stupid.
don't flip people off.
I didn't flip him off. Go without looking.
They just wanted to go. We're not going to stop for you. They don't care about you. How dare you? She was silent. Take this down. Goes my arm.
He said, okay, I was just going to jump out, fuel, and get back in, but are you taking a regular break, or what are you going to do?
No.
Are we staying on live?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have to. We can
No,
do whatever we want.
I'll just jump out.
We're
put
in
fuel in.
charge.
I'll put fuel and jump back in. They're hiring here if anybody wants a job.
Anybody looking for a job? Let's see. I just saw a little "Fix It Again" Tony on there. Was there a Fiat? No. Arms. Father, man, holding that thing. Have a drink. guys are getting quiet. All the questions have been asked. Like, we don't have any more questions. We don't really want to talk to you anymore, Kim. Come up to come back.
Shut off.
They want to know if you're coming back.
I'm not staying here. I got a job.
Thanks, Rick. I didn't know you were still here. Guys, be sure to check out RC Industries. He's a fun guy. Rick will be at No Name Nationals this year. And yeah, very entertaining. It's out there pumping gas. Yeah, thanks for sticking around for a couple hours, Rick. How much per gallon? I think it was 435. It says 435 on the marquee sign out there. Can you guys read it, or is? And then diesel is 529. Lister says, we appreciate you holding the pole, Kim. Well, thanks. The problem is every angle I hold it at, it seems like no matter what kind of, oh, he's struggling with the pumping thing, and then it just wait. It won't give him. It's not going to give him a receipt. It always does that. It doesn't give him a receipt, and then he gets mad. Kippy Long asks if I have an email. We just both use the buckdocampo@gmail.com. Olive says that she decided she was too droopy to wait for the cooking. She's having a little something to tide her over. Do that. Don't let your blood sugar tank. It's no fun. Look, they have little box hedges. Isn't that special? Aren't those nice? Stray Bullet says I drive 50 miles out of my way to get gas for $5.35 per gallon. Well, it's a lot further than that to get the gas for, because we're like in Phoenix, you know? It's hot out there. It's a temperature now. Now we're going to be driving into the sun for the next 3 hours. 4 hours. 3 or 4 hours. Visors to hold the pole horizontally. I mean, I think you see those. Well, no, the problem with the visor. Okay. Yeah. I guess if I backed way up. If I backed way up, I could hold the.
It's 10.8 gallons. No receipts. We gotta remember
I
it.
told you. I told you there was not going to be a receipt.
Shitty fucking gas pump.
Stop here. Oh, man.
Well, shut off and shut off and shut off and shut off and shut off. You know, one of those.
Okay, you guys got to remember, it's 10.79 gallons.
322 miles.
322 322 miles.
10 points, whatever I said.
10.8.
10.8 is close enough.
322 miles. Here, I'll back up. I can use the visor.
Okay, somebody got it? 322?
Somebody will get it here.
Okay, because I'm resetting it. And it's 100 degrees out there.
It's 100 degrees out there.
And some reason this is really tight.
I know.
This wire is like
Well,
stretched to the max.
it's because it's hooked on something here. I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, okay, there. And this can, I guess that's forward as far as it goes.
As far as it can go.
Okay.
All the ways.
Yeah, it's one of those nozzles that shuts off about every half gallon the whole way through filling it. Clink, 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 clink.
The visors are buried by the console. Yeah, that's a problem. Wow. Yeah, I know I lost my mouse. It's gone.
Lost my mouse.
Lost the mouse.
Well, let's hope at home there's no mouses. We put some things in the house that the mice aren't supposed to like, and I can smell them. So maybe the mice can smell them and they will stay out.
Lister Saber says 29.8.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of downhill. That's pretty good.
Ton of damn nail profit.
I got to turn the fan up a little bit.
Yeah, you can put it back to the right direction once you're not driving.
Well, I'm going to stop driving.
Once you stop driving, you can change the AC control.
Oh, yeah, it warmed up out there a lot.
Yeah, it really is 100 degrees. Boy, it was like
Yeah, it was 72 up there, and now it's 100 down here, which is, I guess, about right.
it's unpleasant.
What's that take us? I see how it goes. Just strange looking.
Thank you, Luis. Luis is headed out. We're driving safe, but I can't promise about anybody else. Everyone else is driving like a freaking maniac.
No, most people are driving safe. There's just like one or two that are stupid.
Yeah.
They forget to look where they're going, or they think they're smarter than everybody else. Some highly skilled driver that's gonna go double the speed limit.
Of course. That'll be safe.
Like this guy next to us. Look at this. He's gonna duck in.
Oh, it's coming.
See how much further ahead he is?
Yeah. He's going to get there moments before you do. Aren't you embarrassed? Stray Bullet has a herd of cats to patrol for mice. Nice. Be a good thing to have. Herd of cats? Long says maybe while in Arizona you can find specific parts you need for specific cars of yours. You know, I haven't had much luck.
Oh, it's because I'm doing something else. I'm busy with you know how it is. When you got time to do all the extra projects, there's no money.
We haven't
And when
really
you're got
no,
money, you're busy.
We haven't really been on the hunt for any specific like
Well,
body parts or anything.
I know you were sitting there looking at, because you got time, you were sitting there looking at Marketplace when we were in Yuma. And, you know, like I come home, I'm exhausted.
Listener LeSabre asks if we're taking the 303 to 10. I think that is the
Yeah,
plan. Yeah.
take a 303 to 10 and then to, what does it go south to? Uh, Gila Bend, I think is 85. And then we'll meet up with the I-8 to go into Yuma. What is it that goes between I-10 and Gila Bend? I think it's 85.
Stray Bullet has a never-ending supply of cats. I mean, that seems kind of like a good thing to have.
Yeah, but once you leave the house, somebody's got to take care of the cats. So then, yeah, you're right back to the same problem again. Of course, my grandson can do that, I guess. But we don't have cats, so
Listener LeSabre says you can have a herd of cats, but you cannot herd cats. I think that you're right. I think they are resistant to herding.
yeah, dogs will be in packs. Cats will just fight. Cats will scream at each other, claw and fight. I don't know. Different mentality.
And crows are a murder, and gorillas are a congress.
A Congress. Is that why I might get into that one? Man,
Tracks. Dippy Long says, not you, Buck. She is sitting alone in a room for 30 days. No, I'm not. No, because he only works 4 days a week. He has long weekends. So on the weekends, we do stuff together. So I'm not sitting alone the whole time. It's not like that, Hippie Log. He locks me in a closet while he's at work every day.
I flipped the doorknob around so the lock is on the outside. She's locked in. She sits in there on YouTube inside the closet watching a lockpicking lawyer trying to get out of the closet.
Tavo, how you doing?
Tavo's there, down under,
We're out west, Tavo. We're
driving down the
traveling.
wrong side of the road as far as you're concerned.
Yeah. Well, today, yes. Yesterday we were inverted, so we would have actually been on the
You're
correct
inverted.
side of the. Yeah, because of the cell phone.
Inverted is this way, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, we're always inverted because he's on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, yeah. Surprise. We're in Surprise. That's the name of a place. Surprise, Arizona.
Surprise.
And it's right off the Surprise is right off to the left. And this is sort of bypasses it.
Stray Bullet says they're outside cats. We'll just steal from the neighbors if they get hungry. Yeah, breeding bugs.
I put these green, like giant pills in the house. They're supposed to be like wintergreen and some other smell, menthol or something that mice aren't supposed to like. And you can definitely smell it in the house. So maybe that will take care of the problem. Maybe because we came home last time, there's evidence of mice in the house,
Everywhere.
like on my bed, my
On the
pillows.
kitchen table.
And it's like, no, I don't like this. So the very first thing I had to do was wash everything.
Palm trees.
Yeah, there's one of those trees that's a cell tower. Looks like it's supposed to look like a palm tree.
What is that thing? It is.
It's a fake palm tree. It's a cell tower. That ought to be the last fuel stop of the trip. It's also the most expensive one, $4.35 a gallon, regular, which on this trip, that's been the most expensive. I know those of you in California are probably paying more. I'm sure you are.
We're not in California.
Is Bruce still on here? Is this thing moved or something? No, maybe not. I don't know. Is Bruce still in there?
I don't know.
Wonder if Bruce is still there. What's the gas prices up there in Petaluma area? And in Hippie Long, what's gas prices in Fresno? That'll give me a pretty good idea what going up through California is going to be like.
I don't know, but he said he would drive 50 miles to get gas for $4.35 a gallon.
Yeah, I know this is the worst we've seen. All of ours have been under $4 a gallon till just now. And I'm sure Yuma will be. Yuma's kind of between California and the rest of the country as far as fuel prices go.
Uh-oh, Mexican spec says it's 52% humidity here. We just walked to and from the pharmacy, and he is soaked in sweat.
It's pretty humid out here, but it was raining earlier. You know, it's what do they call it, monsoon season here. It's cloudy. It was raining earlier, so and that rarely gets into the Yuma area. Rarely ever do we get hit with any of the monsoon stuff. It stays pretty dry over there.
Stray Bullet says it would knock someone over the head to get $4.35 per gallon gas.
Well,
Auto salvage is here.
except most of the trip we've been paying what average like 375, something like that.
Welcome in. We're traveling throughout the. Other says there goes my neon passing you.
Oh
Did
yeah,
you see a neon go by?
I saw it. Yes, I did see it. But
Did you say anything?
well, what do you want me to do? Shout out when neons go by?
Well,
Neon,
apparently.
neons.
Inspector Bruce says gas is about $5.65 a gallon currently.
Oh,
It's a lot.
what is it? What is it in Fresno?
Let's see. Olive says in California, on the road, it pays to fill up outside the bigger cities. Oh, yeah. Well, in general, it
Well,
pays to
and
fill up outside the bigger cities.
if we go up through California, we're going to be stopping at stations along the highways. Probably along. We'll probably go up on maybe 99. Last time I went up I-5, it was that road was so bad,
That's
giant chuck holes anywhere, everywhere. But 99 was pretty decent, so I go up 99 and then get into the Bay Area. Yeah, you're gonna have to buy gas somewhere.
That is a real ass suburb right there. Holy cow. It's just houses on top of houses on top of houses on top of houses. I've heard Phoenix is big like that, but wow.
Phoenix is the fifth largest city in the U.S. And then there's all these places all around the outside, like this Peoria uh, and Surprise, and all these cities are all just sort of Goodyear, all just butted up against Phoenix. So you don't even know when you've gone from one to the other, except if you see a sign. So it's Phoenix is huge, or the Valley. They always call it the Valley. It's huge. Phoenix, all these cities off to the west, and then off the east there's Mesa, and I don't know, a bunch of them over there.
Auto salvage says too hot there for me. It's 100 degrees right now in Phoenix. Yeah.
Yep, it's 100 even.
It's not even a hot day here.
And it is a little bit humid out there today because it was raining earlier.
Um, Auto Salvage says it's 345 for the cheap gas there.
Where's that?
I don't know where. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 345. We
We were paying
might have
that
we
2 days
might have
ago.
got one that low, but mostly they were 350, 375 in there. Most of the trip, 385
Yeah.
coming
Hippie Long
across.
says 485 a gallon.
Okay, so the thing is, we fill up in the Fresno area, and if we go up there, we'll see how it goes. And I don't know how my time's gonna go. I'm hoping I have 3 day weekends, but I may not. If things are really jacked up, I may be just stuck working. I don't know. We'll just see how it is. We'll just play it by ear, because my ear.
Auto Salvage is in Middle Alabama.
Oh, okay.
He thinks he should go north in the summer and south in the winter. You gotta go pretty far north.
That's kind of how Yuma is. Yuma, the population in Yuma about like doubles or triples in the wintertime because it's 75. Look at that, it's the F-15 flying around. See it?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if
Um,
they can see it though.
no, oh, is that an F-15? Oh no, it's an F-35. Wow, going like hell. They're not going to see that up.
I mean, they might catch a glimpse of it, but yeah,
Right now we're going through where Glendale is.
I'm from Pittsburgh. That's north of Alabama, and it's still really humid and hot in the summers.
Yeah, anything that way is humid, really humid. Yeah, you're like in Yuma and it's close to 100, high 90s at night, and the humidity's like 10%. It's really comfortable. And it sounds crazy if you're from the east that close to 100 degrees would be comfortable, but when the sun's not on you and the humidity's low, it's body temperature, you know. You don't sweat, or you sweat, but you don't know it because it evaporates off of you.
Hubba said when I had to go rescue the Honda near Alice Springs, diesel was $1.92 per liter. Here,
Yeah,
it's 2.98. The little town she crashed in. Yikes.
per liter. That's not much.
Hippie Long says Cali pays more because citizens raise tax to fix roads.
Well, there are other states that have taxes as high as California on gas, but the problem in California is that they've allowed the local municipalities to decide what the additive packages are. So the county might decide, or the city, or small entities can decide what their additive packages are. So the oil companies have to tailor all their fuel for all these specific places. Whereas like Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, they're all pretty much the same additive package. So, they can make one additive package for a huge number of gas stations, not specialized so much.
Granddad's Junk is here. He says good morning. Welcome in. We're on the road. Um, Auto Salvage says Tony's Hot Rod Garage lives out there somewhere. That's right. I remember
Yeah,
that.
he's in the Phoenix area somewhere. I think probably real close to where we are.
Oh, he is. Okay. All right.
I think he's Phoenix. I can't remember now. He's the guy that does all the
He does t-shirts and
yeah,
stickers.
all the promotional stuff. See, we're almost down to I-10 already, 3/4 of a mile to I-10. That 303 gets you down here in a hurry from north. You just bypass everything. Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty new. That wasn't like that till last couple of years.
Oh man, look at that interchange. It's crazy. Let's make this camera get all weird.
Camera problems.
Yeah. Josh Showman says, I think that sign says LA was 1.25 miles away. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, so the resolution's pretty good.
Auto Salvage says he lives close to Flagstaff.
Oh, he's way up there? Okay, well, we were up there earlier. Up there in the cold white north.
Alright, I gotta fix this
Now you got camera clickety problems.
camera
Oh, we
problems.
got traffic. Wow, we got traffic. Oh, this doesn't look
We
good.
are heading back for more work.
This doesn't look good.
We're hitting
We're
actual
gonna be in a
traffic.
we're gonna be in a traffic jam.
And we're pretty far out of the city though, right?
Yeah, we are. We're not gonna be on I-10 for long, but it looks like we might be on here for a long time because things aren't moving very quickly.
I mean, they're moving.
Yeah, but they're not.
Oh, very quickly. He wants to only move
Something
quick.
clogged up here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all the lanes are moving about the same.
So I try to slip in front of this Ford truck. I think, come on. Oh, he's not. Is he gonna let me? Is he gonna let me? He's gonna let me.
They didn't really have a choice since she's already in.
Yeah, well, there was enough of a hole that I was able to do it.
Okay, I may have adjusted this okay.
I think it's 85 we want to get off on. Arizona. Yeah, it's 85. It's 10 miles. We got 10 miles to go in this. Yes. Hopefully it thins out.
Interstates look better here. I mean, it's pretty
Well, except going
interstate.
19 miles an hour.
JP Long
Now the
says,
police
Buff
up
sure
there.
has a great mustache. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
How does his nostrils look, too? Because I think I was looking up his brain.
Ash or something here. I don't know what's
Somebody
going on.
looks disabled, yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, because it opens up ahead
It
of
opens
us.
up. I don't know.
Well, that's good.
All the looky-loos, is that what that was all about?
Congestion. Looky-loo congestion. That's right.
Okay, I got to get over a lane, but it's not. Can't speed up and do it because there's.
It'll happen after the congestion. Um, Stray Bullet says our roads should be paved with gold for what we pay gas taxes. Instead, we have some of the worst roads in the United
Who says
States.
that?
Stray Bullet.
Yeah, well, that's what I said to Kim. What are they? What are the? What's the additive package? Like gold?
Gold. A little bit of gold, platinum, palladium.
How do you keep the? How do you keep it from pinging? I'll add some gold to the gasoline.
Tippy Long says that he found Flagstaff more interesting than Phoenix.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's too. To me, it's the weather up there sucks. I don't like the high altitude and the weather up there. I'd rather have the warmth and the. I'm Phoenix. There's so much here, you know. You don't like one place, go to another place in Phoenix. But my favorite really is Yuma, because Yuma is still 120,000 people or so, and there's a lot going on there, and the weather's better. Unless you don't like heat. And if you don't like heat, just come back in the wintertime. It'll be in the 70s, you know. Pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know what that clog was all about. Looky loose, because the sheriff was there, I guess.
Auto salvage says don't come to Bama because the roads are bad.
Don't come to where?
Alabama.
Oh, tell you what, going across northern New Mexico is, if you were on our live stream yesterday, we were on about the worst road we were on the whole trip during the live, and we just get hammered in the car, you know, make my teeth hurt. Kim was having a hard time just holding the camera still.
Jeez, yeah, it was a bad time to try to do a live stream. Too long watches on the TV and chats on the phone. Yeah, that can be nice. I usually watch everything on my laptop. I don't really like watching on the phone. And the TV, well, I don't have a TV set up to watch YouTube, so pretty much do everything on my laptop. Guess that's a ball. Oh, oh, my ear popped again. Some more.
Some more.
Again.
Mine still have not popped.
Oh, we're down to 1,000 feet.
Yep.
Didn't know we're still coming down that much. Some places just don't care about the roads, says Auto Salvage. Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
coming across northern Arizona today, it was beautiful road, just smooth, so nice. And the problem there is it's easy to, speed limit 75. You look down, you're going 80, and okay, back out of it again. Then look down, you're going 80 again, back out of it. It's like this thing doesn't have a cruise control. So kind of end up kind of having to memorize what it feels like and just try to keep the speed around 75-ish, a little under.
Buddy Carfano says Mexican Spec drove on the worst road I've seen.
Oh, that was bad.
And Auto Salvage says it's pretty out there. He likes the trees. Not these ones, but there were some nice trees when we were in
Oh,
there.
that's one thing. Up in Flagstaff, it's beautiful. All the all
Oh,
the
yeah.
all the pine trees and everything.
I know. I didn't even get any footage of that because I was trying to get
It's
set up for the stream, and it was
it
so
is that
pretty.
is nice. But
Yeah, but it
why
ain't
this
no
guy come over this
trees.
lane and
Slow down.
it's 75-mile-an-hour speed limit and there's some bozo going 42 or something, you know?
Do not know. Must be having some kind of trouble. Try on his phone. And oh, some woman. She looks terrified.
Some woman looks terrified. She's 42 miles an hour and got a death grip on the steering wheel. My mother was like that. She'd be hunched over the seat with cigarettes sticking out of her mouth, ripped on the steering wheel, going about 40, scared to death. I'm on the highway.
Tavo says, that landscape looks just like a bit north of my house. I'm at 1,000 feet. Daniel Morrissey says, hello.
Hey,
Tim,
Daniel
Bob,
Morrissey.
crew, Mexican Spec, Inspector Bruce. Drive safely, guys. It is hard to keep the same speed. I was driving earlier and it was going up and down and up and down. Painty shit. Josh Hellman says the roads here in upstate New York are pretty treacherous.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience up there. I have gone across, what, I-90 across New York a few times, but it'd been a few years.
Thank you, Auto Salvage. We appreciate you hanging out, commenting, and participating with us. It's good encouragement. The time goes faster when you're on stream. That's one good thing.
We got about 2 miles to go before we swoop off here and onto 85.
Okay.
So it's coming right up.
Okay,
So
and
we
you were
don't
worried that we're going to hit a bunch of,
we're not going to spend much time on I-10, just minutes.
okay. You were worried we were going to hit a bunch of traffic.
Oh, and I saw that big clog. It's like, oh no. What I figured something blocking the road up ahead. It wasn't just a bunch of looky-loos.
Hippie Long says, I like it when you cross state lines. And it says, welcome to whatever. And it turns buckboard or smooth as glass.
Oh,
It's fun.
you can tell
When
because
there's a like defined line right there
there's a
with the
fine
sign.
line right on the road. It's like there's where the different state took care of it. Yeah, coming into Arizona today,
I think they do that to one another just to.
it was it was so nice the road in Arizona. Now coming in on the south end into Arizona, I-10, it was pretty bad last time. That section of road was terrible.
Built those big piles of dirt out in the desert.
Big piles of dirt. Somebody put them there. The big
Yeah.
shovel.
Can you imagine how much work that would have been piling all that dirt up?
Here we go.
I mean, it looks bigger in person. It's a pretty good sized pile of dirt. This is our exit. We're
Off of I-10,
okay.
going around the big curve onto 85.
Why does it feel like we're leaving the highway?
Figure like it's like what?
Like we're leaving a highway.
We did leave on. Oh, and a Mazda. I used to fly around here. It was so much fun, but probably really shouldn't do that. Come around here at night pretty fast. You can see lights if they're going to merge in on you, so you know that slow down if there's other cars. Here we go, over I-10.
But that's a nice highway. We're not going that way anymore.
If you want to go to Los Angeles,
Oh, Los Angeles. Maybe. Los Angeles might be fun.
oh, look at the dirt blowing across the road.
This is LA. All I wanna do is have a little fun before I die, said the man next to me out of nowhere.
Thinking it's 55 along here, but I don't remember. So,
You know what to
But
do. Go
30,
really, really fast,
and you
and a
find out
police officer will stop you and tell you what the speed
what the
is
speed
supposed
limit
to be.
was. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't like being behind trucks, but I don't really want to go faster than the speed limit, especially in Arizona. Yeah, it's 55. So going down to Gila Bend, it's 55,
Mm,
which is what, 35 miles. And then we'll be on I-8 where it's 75 again.
be there yet. What our GPS is telling us, better than 2 hours more. Man, Stray Bullets says Los Angeles is a complete dump.
Los Angeles is what?
A dump.
It's what?
A dump.
Oh, a dump. Oh. My guess is depends on where you are.
Well, that's with anything.
It's a big place, you know. I don't know.
The good parts are a dump. The bad parts are worse.
The good parts are a dump. See, some police officer got somebody over there.
You got 'em.
On the other thing along here, there's some intersections with some lights, so you gotta be careful.
TP Long says LA would make me vomit. Would make Kim vomit. Kim, LA would make you vomit. Really? It's bad, huh? I'd probably find something fun to do there. I'm good at that. Daniel Morris, he says, turn now and come get a haircut. He doesn't have any hair that needs
Yeah, I
cut
don't. Yeah,
yet.
yeah, it's gonna be a couple weeks before I have enough to get cut.
You could probably get your beard cut. Don't just don't
I don't
trim.
want my beard. Don't touch my beard. I'll take care of that. I can see that. It's the back of my head I can't see.
Yeah, but
My
it's
mother used to
short.
say, we'd start, when you were little kids, start cutting up, doing something wrong. My mother would catch us, but she wasn't looking at us. I know what you're doing. I have eyes in the back of my head, she'd say. She figured out what we were doing. Oh, 45.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know why it's 45, because there's cross
Section.
traffic and people are going to zip in front of you.
Oh,
There's not
okay.
enough room.
You know what? There's a factory of some kind here.
Fertizona, it's where the fertilizer comes from.
Arizona. There you go. There's a factory called Fertizona.
Traffic sitting down here. I know there's a couple of red lights. Stop that.
Can you imagine if you worked in Fertizonia and then you had to get a new job? Fertizonia was the name of your previous employer you had to put on your resume.
I went to Fertizona. How come you quit? Oh, I didn't quit. I got fired.
I got sick of their shit. I used to work at Fertizonia, but I got sick of that. I got sick of their crap. Something like that, you know.
I do not like this.
Buff doesn't need a cut. He does his own. He did cut pretty much his own.
Well, yeah, until I couldn't get the back very well, and Tim fixed that for me.
These cars are all different. Just go as fast as you can. We're in a hurry. If you get pulled over, you just tell us. Don't you know who I am? Buff Del Camp.
Yeah, don't you know who I am?
Josh Homan says that you can't quit. You're fired.
I've known guys like that. You don't know who I am.
See, but you did know who they were. Cabo says the Northern Territory government maintains their own roads. All the states contract private enterprise. Interesting. It's different from state to state here how they handle things.
Different from city to city too.
Yeah. Well, the state maintains state roads, and localities maintain local roads. Yeah, there's all kinds of different levels of government and infrastructure maintenance.
Oh, 65 now.
There you
Oh,
go. Faster.
this is better.
That
They bumped the speed limit up.
earned that once.
It is burnt. Wow, something burned over there. Wow, there was a fire over there.
Brush fires? Man, that's the end of that.
See, this is the Gila River. You know the Gila River where it's down there by Yuma?
Either.
And it goes down to Gila, and then the Gila Bend is because that's where the river bends, and then it goes over toward Yuma. So here it is at this end. It's a dry river up here this time of year. I don't see any water in it.
Yeah, no, I just looked. There's no water there.
Might be a little bit over here somewhere.
Uh, oh yeah,
Is there any water?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
there
bit.
is.
Little bit. Yeah, this time of year there's
It's
going
like
to
a
be much
big
water.
puddle, right?
Big puddle. Okay.
That's about it. Daniel Morrissey says we have a compost company here. Their saying is, "Don't let anyone else give you crap." It's still burning. Oh, it's out. Pretty fresh. Or it might have been some type of orchard that they.
Burned? I don't know. That looked like a fire that got away.
Yeah.
Put it out.
Huh. It takes stuff a long time to grow here. Well, it has hills and monsters. Is that the same as Hill of Monsters?
We get down to Gila Bend. Just before we get into Gila Bend, there'll be an airport off the left. They got a couple of F-101 fighters, old Vietnam era fighters there on display out near the road. So we should be able to see them. Hopefully they're still